Welcome to video for week 2 of the 30 days to your first or next online course. And this week is all about preparation, as you can see down below on the moving lower third, and preparation has come to an end. But this is the most important part before getting started with online course creation. And I really want you to understand that until and unless you have done all of these steps, it is no use getting started with it, right? And at the beginning of the week, we talked about what it is that you have to focus on, right? The 3 different areas in your business that you need to assess. And on Tuesday, we talked about what it is that you need to have in order for you to be able to distill your process into a framework or a method in order for you to be able to package it as a course. And yesterday, we talked about, let me just, refer to my notes so that, yes, how to dial in your framework. And I told you the 3 different ways in which you can dial in your framework. And today I am going to talk about how you can document those processes in order for you to be able to really create the course that you have. So before moving on, let me introduce myself. My name is Zsuzsanna, and I help overstretched business and mindset coaches leverage their time and expertise by turning your one-on-one packages into self-study courses. And this video series is for you if you feel burdened, spread thin, overwhelmed by the day-to-day business and life activities, and if you really want to create a business that supports your personal life, right? And so let's get started. If you have a good enough understanding of your one-on-one sessions, then you know that you offer maybe 6 weeks to 12 weeks coaching packages together with maybe intensives, I don't know, that I like to call power sessions. But if you are not at the point of offering 6 or 12 weeks coaching packages, then this episode is also for you. I want you to look at your previous clients and try and identify patterns within the problems that they have. So for instance, if you are a mindset coach and you teach tapping, EFT, right? Then you most probably have a client come to you to help you with a certain problem in their life. And then you assess the limiting beliefs. So you list out all the thoughts and ideas that keep the person stuck with the problem. And then you work through that problem by creating the script together with your client that the client can tap. And then you have weekly sessions or bi-weekly sessions to see how this problem is dissipating and how you need to tweak the certain scripts that the client uses for tapping, right? So this is one scenario. Or if you are a business coach who helps launching a business, let's say in 90 days, then your client is hires you for the period of 90 days, and you want your client to find the problem that they solve, the people or the ideal person they solve the problem for, and also the way your client wants to solve that problem, right? So basically you have these three different pieces that you have to bring together as a business plan in order for your client to be able to launch the coaching business online. Am I right? So either you have one problem that you provide a solution to that is going to be tweaked over a shorter period of time to solve the problem, as with the mindset coach and EFT tapping scripting thing, or you have a whole broad framework that needs to be filled in with the particulars that are characteristic of your one client, right? What you have to see is that you need to be able to identify the patterns by which your client progresses throughout the sessions. You don't have to pay attention to the number of sessions you need, because different people have different timelines because of their emotional, mental, and physical readiness to move through their problems, or because they have different schedules in life and they can allocate different time frames to different things. So when somebody says that I can help you launch your business in 90 days, then it is a vague and not necessarily useful promise to say the least, because you have to be very specific that over the course of those 90 days, what are the certain things your client needs to do. For some, it only takes 30 days to launch that business because they have the clarity and the direction that they want to have, right? Why do you say please no tapping? Some mindset coaches teach tapping. I don't say that I teach tapping. So if you could just clarify on that, Jill. And welcome. Or, for instance, if you teach people, let's take another mindset, limiting beliefs kind of thing, then you can also have a meditation or visualization practice that you teach. And for that to happen, you need to teach your client habit-forming activities, triggers that can make those habits stick and that feels okay with your client, right? So basically, these are the different aspects that you need to focus on. In order for you to be able to understand what happens with your client, you need to eliminate your own timeline, because you are on your own timeline and your client is on their timeline. What is similar in each and every case, most definitely with your clients, are the different stages by which they move through the process. So you need to document the different stages and not the number of sessions or the hours that you spend with your client. This is why self-study courses are really relevant, as we have to learn to own our timeline. We have to learn to manage our time that reflects our priorities, and we need to be able to move forward with the resources, the tools, and the strategies that we are provided with. So what you need to document during each and every client session is if there is any aha moments, if there is any revelations, or if there is any progress made, and what triggered that aha moment, what triggered that step forward, and what made that progress going. Okay, so for any of the documentation that you create, I give you two tips that you can use so that you can identify these turning points during the sessions. I highly recommend, on the one hand, to record the meetings with the permission of your client and share it with them. Then what I also recommend you do is to use a transcription service like Otter.io, or you can even use voice typing in Google Docs, playing the client session at the background, and the transcription appears on the screen, and then you read it through and you identify the patterns each and every client goes through. So, and once you have a good enough amount of data on what it really takes for your clients to walk from pain island to the solution, to pleasure island, then you will be able to really hone in on the framework that you have and turn it into a self-study course. So if you have any questions about this preparation phase, don't hesitate to reach out to me via DMs or anywhere on social media where you meet me. And see you around next week when we move forward with 30 days to your first or next online course, week 3. And week 3 is going to be about an even more exciting, and I promise you, an even more fruitful, so to say, week, because that is how to hack tech week. So I know that most of you have this tech aversion, saying that you are not tech savvy, and next week I am going to show you how easy it is to overcome your limiting beliefs around tech, and what are the simplest and easiest softwares to use to create an online course, right? With that said, have a lovely weekend that's coming up. And if you need free resources for your online course creation, have a look at the link to my free training vault in the description somewhere around this video. And see you back on Monday, same time, same place.